Hey friends, welcome to today's unboxing. So technically all these books are already unboxed. I already opened them up, so maybe hopefully it can go by a bit faster. And I wasn't sure if I was going to share an unboxing video of this one, but there are so many great ones in this stack that I was like, I have to share a more in-depth review with all of you and give you little flip throughs. All of them will be linked down below in the list. Amazon Bookshop, whichever one you shop in your shopping preference. Also remember, if you are a paid subscriber on Substack, if you're watching this on Substack, you can comment below which one was your favorite or a couple of your favorites, and I'll be choosing one of you at random to send you one of your top choices too. So that's always fun. And then thank you for watching and subscribing. Okay, let's go ahead and get started then. We have this middle grade one first. So The Winter of the Dollhouse. So first of all, just love that. It reminds me of, there's like this little series I read when I was a child about the dollhouse people. If you remember that one, loved that. This one is about these little dolls. On a gloomy November night, there's an 11-year-old girl. She sees an old lady. There's an antique doll who really wants to be rescued from her life in the shop window. Not that much fun, wants some more adventure. Somehow they all become connected. This old lady, this little girl, and this little doll in the shop. Beautiful coming of age story. And yeah, so we can see a flip through of the inside. So no pictures in this one, a bit longer too. So more for like your middle grade readers. Really exciting. Grave Flowers. Marry the prince, then kill him. So that's like the kind of like tagline. That catches my attention. You can see here. So this one's interesting. It's about like two twins, and then they have really different personalities. So one is, she's considered the weak one. She likes the peace and the garden. The other one is betrothed to a wealthy kingdom, but then when she gets trapped, she begs her sister to set her free. And so now her sister has to take her place and marry this prince. But the thing is, she is supposed to kill him, so that she can make like this pact with her traitor's uncle. I don't know, very much family drama, all this very, lots going on here. Magic, drama, death, curses, alliances. Grave of the Flowers. I'll have to actually check out. This one says teen, so older than middle grade. I would say probably maybe your high school readers. Okay, Fire Blooms. Let's take a look at this one. So nice cover. I forget, usually I get to request, so some publishers let you send you a whole list and you can request which ones you want, whereas some will just send the new selections. I do believe I got to request these ones, but I forget what it's about. Let me know which one you would prefer. If you were a reviewer, if you'd like them to just send you all of them, or if you like to pick and choose. I don't know, it depends. Sometimes I do like to be able to pick and choose, but other times it takes time, so sometimes I just prefer they just send them. All right, 17-year-olds. So again, for your older readers, this is more high school. Sebastian enrolls into New Galt. It's a different kind of school. He's been here to take care of his... He isn't here to make friends. He's here to take care of his estranged mother who's diagnosed with cancer. Lou has tender wounded places too, so it sounds like there's two friends maybe. They suffer from severe anxiety, so non-binary student. So at Tech, they feel safe because also at this school... At this school, the use of technology, they have technology that monitors every word students say to prevent hate speech and bullying to guarantee their safety. So that's an interesting premise. As their tech ambassador, they are baffled when Seabass refuses the tech phone on his very first day. So there's two people. This one doesn't want to use the phone because it monitors everything. And this one's like, well, you need to because it's anti-bullying. That's an interesting. What would you think about that if like there's something that monitors everything you're writing to prevent bullying? I don't know. I feel like that could backfire, but also could be good. All right, this one's Famous Anonymous. So since I'm in the social media space, I'm always interested in these books about creators. And so this is about a group of friends who just one day they put on masks and they make this video and it goes viral. And then all of a sudden they find themselves like super famous, but they are anonymous, all their content going viral. And they have all this pressure to keep becoming the hottest new influencers, to keep up creating content. But how far will they go for attention? How will they stop people from finding out their double lives? Can they manage to stick together? So this is an interesting one about going viral, but you're anonymous and no one knows who you are and how you deal with that fame. Always curious to read about, social media. And then this one, Reason to Hate Me, an open letter to the cyberbullies of Stonebridge High. So this one's interesting because this one's also for older readers, I'd say high school. It's about this girl. She was bullied because boyfriend stealing slut bag. So that is what this one is about. And so since she's bullied for that, she actually tries to come up with all these other things to be bullied for instead of that, to get people to forget that. So that's an interesting kind of premise. And it goes back and forth about with her and her best friend, because it was her best friend's boyfriend, I think, that they had that drama about. So high school drama to deal with that, and about cyberbullying, a great way to discuss bullying, I guess. Interesting premise. All right, let's go into the picture books now. That was just a fun little middle grade ones. I'm adding those to my bookshelf at home. If you have a kid who ever feels lonely, When I Feel Lonely by Britta Teckentrup. So I love her art style. And she also has one about like when I feel angry. So a great one to discuss, you know, SEL, emotions. Oh, look at this page. We start talking, laughing, trusting, sharing. So what you can do when your little one feels lonely, definitely check out this one. Love her SEL reads. Why Did the Chicken Cross the Road? So I'm starting a new collection of Laugh Out Loud books. You all really liked that one, of books to just, you know, lighthearted books that are fun to read aloud. This one looks fun. Did the chicken cross the road on purpose, or is there foul play at hand? It's up to this detective to figure it out. Already the illustrations, you can see it looks super fun, cartoon-like, lots of expressions. Look at these chickens over here. So why did the chicken cross the road? And there's a detective to help you find out why, if you ever wondered that. Little Rebels by Yugi Morales. So I love this author. She's the one who did Dreamers, which is one of my favorite ones about immigrant and refugees coming into a new country. So this one's about little rebels. If you are concerned about the state of this country or even the world, and you want to raise a little rebel to help create change, this is a very inspiring one. Talks about these little rebels. It also has some mix of some Spanish words in it, I see, and it talks about like rebellious we are, we dare to say what we feel, what little rebels do. They recognize when something's going on, they help to create change. This one kind of goes into water, how they, she has an author's note in the back. I didn't get quite a chance to read it more thoroughly, but there's a lake that dried up, so it goes up into environmentalism as well, and how, you know, things like this in nature don't naturally just happen. It's usually because there's an outside force that's influencing nature and causing climate change. So, Little Rebels. Interrupting Chicken Saves the Nutcracker. Okay, look, Papa, I'm the Nutcracker. Oh, so if you love this series, this is a fun one also about Christmas, Nutcracker, and Christmas time. This little chicken is always interrupting the story. And let's see, I think he's maybe going to, it goes through the different acts, maybe chapter 3, Midnight. I love the little speech bubbles. If you're an Interrupting Chicken fan, now there's a Christmas version. Chapter 25, the next morning, going through the story. All right, we have then next a fall day. Fall is coming up in September. A fall day for Bear. One fall day, Bear is waiting for a tap, tap, tapping on his front door. He must promise to go on a picnic together. There they are. Oh, and so let's see what happens during this fall one. A nice, fun fall read aloud. Give you a little flip through. There's a whole collection of Bear books in the series. Be My Brave Sunflower. So sunflowers can be like a fall flower too. Summer also. And this one is about bravery. So children are planting sunflowers at school. Oh, it's actually about the little sunflower. And he doesn't want to sprout because he thinks the world is super scary. So he's like, I'm not going to sprout. I'm going to stay in my little tiny seed. So this is a good kind of connection to real life too, right? So like the world is not that great right now, and you might be kind of scared and wanting to stay inside, but this is kind of a reminder that, you know what, even though the world can be scary, there's also some good things, and that you should still, you know, try to participate and be part of it. And he's brave, and he decides, you know what, I am gonna sprout and see what's going on in the world. I knew you could do it, and all his sunflower friends are like, oh, you finally made it. So a super cute one about having bravery even when the world is scary. Sarang saves the school. So let's see. There's Seaside School and Fishing Village in South Korea. They're surrounded by empty desks. Let's see. She's always in the front of the line at lunchtime. The school closes. The school might close, and so she and her parents will have to move away so she can get an education, which would mean leaving her behind her grandma. Can she come up with a plan to help keep the school doors open? So that's a great one. It's about trying to help save the school. South Korean representation. Beautiful illustrations. You kind of get a look at the Korean countryside and how she saves this school. The 13th day of Christmas. Now, we all know the 12 days of Christmas song, or it is a song. So this is a fun one. What if the 12 days of Christmas happened to you? That's an exciting premise. Let's take a little flip through and see. So Christmas books are already starting to come in, my friends. That is wild. I must say, though, that honestly, I think the biggest collection of holiday books I get is Halloween. I always get so many Halloween books. Although Christmas is a close second. It'll be hard to say. But right now, I have a huge stack of Halloween books. I'm sure the Christmas ones are still coming. Frida and the Rock and Roll Moth. So this one, I love, you know, the color scheme, really bright pink, hot pink. This one is about being brave to be yourself and, you know, being unique. She likes to rock and roll. Some of the other bugs aren't, you know, into that, but she, you know, finds her self-esteem to be loud and proud and to be who she is. So a great one about being proud of who you are. The Dog Who Saved the Bees. Let's see what this one is about. So, can rambunctious Mac be trained to save the bees? So, the bees must be healthy to be shipped. A well-trained focus detection dog can inspect 50 hives in 10 minutes. Oh, so they train these dogs to inspect beehives. So, this is interesting if you want to read more about this one. Dogs are fascinating in how they can really help do all sorts of things. All right. This Sunday, my dad came to church. Now, this is an interesting one. This one addresses if people within the same family worship in a different way or have different faiths or different, levels of faith. So this is about him and his mom go to church every Sunday, but he realizes his dad never goes, so he wonders how come my dad doesn't go to church. And the mom says, you know what? Dad worships in his own way. He doesn't have to, but we can go. And the son really wants his dad to go and show up, though, but he also realizes, you know what? People can have different beliefs, and we can still be in the same family, and they can worship in different ways. So a great one to address if in your family too that is the case. Just a few more. So we have Arlo, this cute little robot. Let's see. Arlo's mechanical world is just the same. He longs for something different. A story about creativity, change, and growing where you're planted. So kind of another one about being unique. There are robots. Everyone does things the same way, but he really wants something different. He wants to explore. Oh, kind of see how he analyzes everything right here in this little robot page. Cutest little character. And he's going to go on an adventure and learn some new things and encourage others to kind of branch out and explore. Fun one. Okay, I love this series, this post series. There's a dragon post one. There's, I forget, there's a Christmas Santa post one. This is Unicorn Post. I love it because it actually has mail, letters. So about, I believe maybe writing to a unicorn. So let's see. So you can see here that you can actually open up the little letters. It's interactive. Come and visit Pet Mart. So this one you can live at the pet store. That's where Geraldine the goldfish came. She is with this. Oh, but then have a Ben arrived in. You can live at the farm. So this one is kind of maybe finding out a place for the unicorn to live. And so you can see these different places advertising why you might want to live there. A carnival, a fun one. Oh, kind of looks like a fun one here. And then a fairy tale castle. So describing different areas where this, I believe, the unicorn can live. I'm trying to find a perfect new home for unicorns, and people are advertising, oh, come live here. That looks cute. And then last one, 7 babies. I've been really excited for this one. So on Thursday morning, 7 babies arrive at a door. What a lovely box of babies. So what would you do if 7 babies arrived at your door? And it kind of goes through a family of what happens when all of a sudden you have 7 babies. And man, I have one baby right now, a toddler and a baby, and I cannot even imagine. I very much admire people with multiples at once. So imagine 7. So it kind of goes through all the fun shenanigans and also sweet times, and also just how it is wild when you have 7 of them. So super fun, cute one, funny and cute. I do also want to show you real quick, there are also these fun activity things that came from Things in Hudson, a biodiversity puzzles. This is 70 pieces. You can see here on the back what it looks like. It's all the earth and has where the different animals live. 70-piece puzzle. Things in Hudson has some really great books, but they also do these craft activity boxes. Play with Matisse. So it's an art box, includes 4 stencil sheets, 2 picture pockets, sheets of colored papers, activity guides. You can see on the back if you have little artists. They will also probably like these artist spots, Frida Kahlo and Claude Monet. So it comes with, each come with a 150-piece puzzle. There's a uncover his life in a fold-out timeline and explore 24 activities and find an iron-on patch inside. So there's 24 activities, puzzles, iron-on patch, timeline to learn more about Monet and Frida Kahlo. And then last one, this one is kind of funny. Animals in the Nude Matching Memory Game. So match animals who are missing their scales, feathers, shells, or quills, and they learn to dress themselves in different fun costumes. So fun little quirky memory game. All right, well, that's all I have today for this Bookmail unboxing. Again, share your favorites down below. I'm really curious to see what caught your eye, and the titles are linked below if you want to check them out and add them to your reading list. Otherwise, I think my next Bookmail type video is going to be all new Halloween books, so keep an eye out for that. Can't wait to share. Until next time, happy reading.